Today I'd like to tie a Beadhead Bloody Mary. The hook I have in the vise is a Green Caddis Outfitters. This is a 5262 size 12, 2 extra long, 2 extra heavy, and you can get these at greencaddis.com. I have a 3mm bead on the head. I am using a black one on this fly. You can use any color you would like. I'm going to use black thread. We're going to start with 15 thousandths lead wire or lead free wire, and we're going to start it just about at the point of the hook, and we'll carry that right up to the bead. And break that off there. Push everything into the bead. And I'm going to wrap the last couple of wraps at the rear. And go ahead and pull off that remainder. If we could get it, there we go. Going to use black thread. This is 8/0 thread. Going to start it behind the lead wraps, and we're going to put down that base, but we're going to end it right where the barb of the hook would be. And we want to build up a taper on the rear section here, and then we're going to go up and come back, and we'll go up one more time and come back. Can remove the excess. Now we're going to start with the tails. I'm going to use a tan goose biot, and I want that to be just about the length of the body. I'm going to use the natural curve of the goose biot to help them stay separated. I'm going to take the second one. You can see that natural curve. I'm going to tie it in on my side of the hook. And we can run the thread quickly up, and we have no trimming. And at the same time, we're getting the lead wraps covered. On the top, they're exposed there a little bit still. Next, we're going to put in our first rib, and this is fine gold wire. I'm going to tie that in. I'm going to tie it in also the length of the hook shank. Next, we're going to put in the second rib, and this is peacock herl. And I'm going to tie that in the length of the hook shank. Now we're going to tie on the body, and that is going to be red floss. Now I'm going to take my red floss and I'm going to wrap the body, and I'm going to rotate my vise to do so. You want to keep them touching. And I'm going to stop about 1 eye length from the bead. Bring it back, and then bring that forward one more time. Get a nice fat body on it. And when we reach the tie off point, we're just going to tie this off. And trim away that excess. Now we're going to take our peacock herl and we're going to palmer that forward. And we're going to tie it off right at the end of the red body. And break that off. I'm going to take the gold wire and I'm going to counter wrap this on with a palmer, and this will secure the peacock herl and add a little more color and depth to the fly. And we'll remove this wire. Make sure you tie down that end of that wire. There we go. Now we're going to take a partridge hackle and I'm going to remove one side of that hackle. And we're going to tie this in by the tip. And I'll just break off the... Oop, my thread was fraying. Put my hackle pliers on there and wrap that partridge hackle. And tie that off. And I'm going to come back on the partridge hackle just one thread width. Now we're going to take that peacock herl, what you had left, we're going to tie that in, and we're going to give that a few wraps for the head. And we can tie that off. Then we're going to take our whip finish. Trim our thread off. We're going to put a little bit of a head cement on the bead and let it roll back. And here we have a Beadhead Bloody Mary. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, I thank you very much for watching my videos.